What's up and good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to another video. Y'all just have a seat right now. Have a seat. You guys aren't about to believe what you guys see in the shop. It is, look at this. Look at this. Look at all this room for activities.
We played ping pong again.
We did play ping pong the other night. We have not done that in years because there was just no room in here. I'm gonna let the man that put all of the work into this do some talking here. Dedic.
I read y'all's comments. Y'all were asking about a lot more truck stuff. And I got here, truck stuff was not happening here, that's for damn sure. It was bad. Like bins of oil sitting out and like it was, you could tell somebody had finished up something and everyone would kind of just left and was like, yeah, just close up the shop, we'll get back to it when we can. And like 6 months passed by. Yeah, it was pretty bad in here, I'm not gonna lie. So I got here and Ryan was like, hey man, let's do some truck stuff. And I was like, well, you know what? Why don't I just go ahead and clear out the shop, clean it up. We stored some stuff, you know, did a lot of organizing, selling some stuff. And yeah, now we can do truck stuff again.
Look at this, guys. So, I mean, we haven't seen this wall of the shop in years. We still got a little bit of stuff we have to go through over on this side of the shop, but for the most part, I mean, everything is now pretty organized. We've got all the rolling carts right here. You guys found the cover for that cart? Yeah. Dang, dude.
Put it on for him.
3 rolling carts there. Obviously, we still got to kind of finagle some of this stuff. Some of the stuff has to be gone through. Look at Zach's box. All of Zach's specialty tools and cases. Holy crap, there's a lot of them.
We got like fluids, oils, and greases. We got all of our aerosols here. We've got exhaust components here. Used vehicle stuff that I don't necessarily know if it needs to be like saved or like, or we store things for vehicles in case we have to like replace things or like put it back to stock. Ryan's bin needs to go through. That was the first bin that got put together and I keep trying to
there's a bunch of Milwaukee tools in there, just throw them out.
All right, I got you.
Yeah.
This is kind of like the miscellaneous, like Ryan's trucks and vehicles bin. Like that is the pull-out slide for an OBS right there. We went to the junkyard and picked up a few extra one of those.
Got that little cigarette lighter in.
Yeah, it does. That's alternator bracket. Remember that one time?
Important. Yep, gotta keep a spare. Whoever sent me that one, thank you, by the way.
Shout out to that person. I believe that goes to a Tahoe. That looks like a McGoy's.
Possibly. No idea. We've cleared out a lot of stuff. I mean, I know it seems like we still have a lot of random stuff, but we did, I mean, well, Dedic did 98% of the work, but
I did the other 2%.
A lot of stuff got cleared out of here. I mean, the shop is I mean, there's floor space. We can pull out the ping pong table now. The Zuma's about to go get fixed. Yep. You know, we're really on things these days. Thanks to Dedic coming back.
Yeah, man, you know, I'm here for it.
So, since we have an open shop and open space, Dedic, you want to go pull around the next project?
Why not?
Bring it on around, let's go. Ooh, this thing sounds a little bit rough, but she is coming around the corner. Got the turning radius of an old truck.
Yeah, that's for sure.
All right, buddy, what are we looking at here?
This is a 1985 Chevy K10, the Silverado. So actually funny story behind this truck. Somebody reached out to me on Instagram and basically was like, hey, I live in like Seattle, Washington. I'm in the Air Force. I actually have a truck down in Tampa Bay, Florida. I heard you live in Jacksonville. After talking to him back and forth, I actually reached out to Ryan and Ryan was like, hey man, if it's a nice truck, like I would like another truck. If it was the right truck for the right price, all that. So I reached out to the guy and said, hey, let me just go get the truck for you, because it was actually, so what happened was he had bought the truck, had a bunch of work done to it, and then apparently like 2 days later, it got sideswiped on the passenger side from like the bumper all the way down to the bedside. Didn't know it at the time, but insurance totaled it out. So it sat in a parking lot at a storage unit and for about 3 years, and then I go down, put it on the trailer. I was like, let me get it back up to my shop. I'll take a look at it. I'll either facilitate a sale for you or figure out some type of deal, but let's get it out of the shop so you're not paying storage fees on it anymore. I wanted to help the guy out. Pops loaded up. I actually met up with Nate. He helped me load this thing too.
Actually, we have that video on the channel.
We do actually have that video on the channel. I forget about that. Load the truck up, get it up to Jacksonville. I'm coming down my dirt road and my wife's standing outside. She's looking at it. First thing she says to me is, I like that truck. I'm like, oh no. Oh no, so she hops in, goes for a little ride around the property, and she's got a big old smile ear to ear. I walk up to the door and she goes, I want it. So right then and there, I called up the guy and I was like, hey man, we need to work out a deal on this. My wife likes it, she wants the truck. We ended up deciding on a number that actually worked out for both of us. His wife was kind of over it because they'd been paying storage fees on it for a long time, and she was like, listen, if he's willing to pay that, we're done with it. I was more than happy to pay that price because that number was beautiful in my eyes. Worked out for everybody. So this is my wife's 1984 K10.
So, you know, they say bros before, supposed to be my truck, but I guess Dedek's wife was she took priority.
Yep.
So Dedek's already had to do some work to this thing. When it showed up, I mean, the axle was not squared up to the vehicle.
So actually what happened was, I was like, all right, cool. I sent him the money. He sent me all the paperwork, and it was a bit of my fault. I didn't ask the right questions, and sure enough, it shows up to my house, this fat stack of paperwork. Like it's got GM crate, like motor paperwork. The guy did a lot of stuff to this truck. I even have the original like paint code in the shop that did it. And I finally get to the title and I look at it and it says USAA on it. I'm like, wait a minute, something's not right here. And then I look to the right, salvage. And I'm like, oh no, he never mentioned any of this. Sure enough, he bought it back from the insurance company. They sent him the title and he never even put it in his own name. So I just wired money to a guy and he sent me a title and it's not even in his name. So I'm like, oh no, did I just open up a can of worms? But I ended up actually doing the body work on the side of the truck. We can walk over there in a little bit, take a look. Did everything we had to do, and then I went to the DMV in Florida and sweating bullets after I got a power of attorney, and I was like, I need to get this truck titled and registered. And they were like, yeah, take it over to this place for the inspections. The guy pulled it into the garage, went, yep, good truck, pulled it out, and I had it titled the next day. So luckily that worked out for me there. But this is my wife's truck, and I have a lot of plans for it. A little hint and a teaser, she does not like the color red.
So you should just sell it to me. We'll take it and make a deal right now on this bad boy. You don't even have to wash it. I'll take it as is.
Dude, this is a sweet truck. It's got dual tanks. They both work. It's got four-wheel drive. Four-wheel drive works. It shifts great, runs great. When you pop the hood on, you can tell it's a fairly low-mile motor. Like, I have the paperwork on it. The guy had GM put a crate motor in it.
Nice.
So I do actually have a 383 kit that doesn't have a home that I think I might have just found the platform for.
Let's go to the other side over here now that we have room to walk around the lift. So Mr. Dedek over here has been getting into some body work.
Yeah, this isn't a very good example of it. This actually, the door and fender have zero body work. The bed side and the cab corner does. I just wanted to put some paint on it to kind of make it look okay going down the road. Mind you, I did all this work before I even, like, the truck was in our name. So it was kind of one of those things where it's like, I want it to look good enough when I go get it inspected, but I don't want to dump a bunch of money into it in case they're like, yeah, no, this isn't a thing. Like, you messed up. Right. You know, so this is what we ended up with. So this is a newer style fender, or not a newer style fender, but like a what's the word?
Repop? Yeah.
Yeah.
Repop. Gen pop.
I bought this fender online, all right? And it is not a GM original fender. So we got a fender, same thing with the door shell. Actually, I didn't even buy it. The guy had already purchased it. 90% of the parts to get this truck up and going came in the bed of the truck. The guy had the plan to do all these things and just ran out of time because I guess the Air Force shipped them out. So, and then you can see right here, this cab corner was really, really bad. I know the door gap line's a little weird, but I actually put the door on after the fender. That was my mistake. That's something that's gonna get fixed. So new cab corner, this whole bedside was crunched in pretty good right here. I honestly taught myself how to do body work right here, and I think it came out pretty good. I do have plans on repainting the entire truck, so I didn't really care about this much, but with the door being black and the fender being black, we didn't like that, so we ended up respraying that. This is actually the that lacquer paint that you see at AutoZone on the shelves all the time for like $30 a can. That stuff does not spread very well. It took a can just for the door and a can just for the fender. So jeez. I don't recommend that stuff. I have repainted something with actual automotive paint. I recommend just go to an actual paint shop and get the right kind of stuff. Back here, this tire was about an inch away from the bedside. So what happened was when he got sideswiped, it actually kicked the cab over and in and pulled this bed out a little bit. And then it grabbed the axle, bent the axle housing, and then actually broke the rear leaf pack. The truck still has an issue. If you're behind it, you'll notice it crab walks a little bit, which is one of the reasons why I want to get it on the lift, kind of get an eye on it and see what's going on. I have my suspicion on what it is, so once we get it up on the lift, we'll confirm. The axle shaft, so it broke the axle shaft inside the housing, and I guess somebody at some point just pulled the broken pieces out and sledgehammered a new axle shaft in. So I ended up sourcing a new axle housing for it, swapped everything over, and yeah, it was a pain in the butt getting that axle out, but we might end up just replacing everything back there. Moving around to the back side, we got this sweet metal bumper. If you notice, the exhaust is a little funky. We got
true duals?
True duals.
Okay.
You notice how you kind of have a, you know, spacing right there, and then this one's kind of just buried up against the bumper.
Yep.
We, at some point, the exhaust hanger broke, so you'll notice once we get up on the lift, there's a little C-clamp just holding that up, but hey, got us from Yuma, so.
So Derek actually had to drive this. He had it on a trailer on the U-Haul, but they had the U-Haul so loaded, and when you come from Arizona to California, you have to go through the mountains, and there was just no way that U-Haul was gonna take it. So they actually drove this for being a, I'll say it's a pretty-ish, almost done truck, but like, not quite roadworthy yet.
Yeah.
All the way from Arizona to here.
Yeah, and she ran great, honestly. I was driving on about 2 hours of sleep. I had all the windows down, blowing air into my face with the little pocket windows open, and it drove great. Honestly, I was even towing the U-Haul trailer behind this thing.
There you go.
Those, and it did great. Unfortunately, it did develop an exhaust leak. I don't know if you guys with the good ear heard me driving in. It's got a pretty good exhaust leak on the passenger side. I've already rolled underneath, I've saw what it is, so I grabbed some hardware to correct that, but once we get it up on the lift, we'll go over what's going on with that now. But in the accident, it actually like shattered the passenger side rear rim and blew out the tire. So he ended up ordering 2 new wheels and tires, so we have those on the rear, and then on the front, we definitely need to get those replaced. They're a little older, dry, rotted, cracked, so.
Fair enough.
Yeah, all of this was just to get this out here so we can start doing all this. The interior's original. It is straight out of the, you know, mid 80s. Everything's here. It's pretty clean. This dash does have a little plastic dash cover on it. So that is something. Is that a brown dash?
Yes.
That's actually sick. Unfortunately, my wife does not like the color of this interior. So we are considering some pretty unique color schemes, and that includes redoing the entire interior. First things first is I want to make sure this thing is roadworthy.
Now, while Dedek works on getting the lift arms in the right spot to lift this thing up, we'll take a look under the hood here, and yep, that is a genuine 350, Dedek.
Yes, it is.
That is a 350. It's got an Edelbrock carburetor on there, air intake, everything.
AC and heat work.
What?
AC and heat works.
AC and the heat works. Okay, that's good to know. Got an EverStart battery right there for those of you guys wondering. That's about all I know.
Got power brakes, power steering. I don't really think the emission stuff's hooked up, but this is a registered Florida truck, so that don't ever matter.
That's got a high energy module, man. That means compliance.
It might have at one point. I don't think it does anymore though.
There ain't much to these things.
Yeah,
huh?
there really isn't. Like I said, this thing needs a set of headers. It's got a couple smaller leaks up here, but there was really no point. I had bigger plans for it, and like I said, I just had to get it out here.
You looking solid, buddy?
Looking good, dude. Oh yeah, that's in there. All right, go ahead and start coming up.
Coming up. Now, guys, Dedek does have a track record of one truck falling off the lift, so we're not gonna do that again. Yeah. Give her a little shake test. It's pretty solid, buddy. All right. That's how we have trucks fall.
Aggressive shake test. Now you got it.
Let's see, we got us a little heat wrap on the exhaust there.
So,
okay.
if you look right here, we need a light. If you actually see right there, you can kind of see where the head of that bolt's punching into that header. That is a very common problem for these trucks. So I have already replaced these spring bushings. When I got the truck, they were non-existent. It was literally just a metal sleeve bouncing around in the eye of a leaf. These are original, at least I believe they're the original leaves for this truck. I guess from the accident, you can tell those are looking newer. Those got a little more updated looking style bushings, but I don't think he really took that in consideration for the rear, and we'll get to that later, and that was that thing I was hinting to with the crab walk. So let's do a little bumper to bumper. Let's start from the front. Need to replace that. Got a cracked little valence, whatever you want to call it, the little lower air split or whatever. We do have original tow hooks. Those things are sweet. I love the original tow hooks. Those are gonna stay on there. Dude, I mean, it's even got the original, like...
Those are cool. Yeah, I like these.
Those are staying. I like the whole front bumper, the whole front end. My wife doesn't really want to do like too much of this truck. She's looking for more of like a retro stock kind of, or not a retro stock, but like a modern stock. That's what she wants. She wants the truck to look like it did when it rolled off the floor in the 80s, just more modernized. So we're gonna upgrade the suspension. We're gonna upgrade, you know, the drivetrain on it. Make it more reliable and everyday good driver, but still have the original look of the truck. So up here we've got the...
It's like she's leaked a little bit over the years.
Definitely. I believe this is an 8.8. I don't believe, no, that's not a... Yeah, this is a half-ton truck. This ain't a 3/4 ton truck. So that's gonna be, I believe, the 8.8 with the lower drop pinion. Yeah, she's, oh, there we go. Found my leak.
Jeez.
So it looks like it's coming from the oil pressure sender. Yep, right here. You wanna come around this side?
No, I don't
So you notice you got a little,
Yeah, you told me it drinks a little leak.
little leak right there. So you can kind of see it right there. The pressure sender right there, or sensor right there to show our gauges what our oil pressure is. Looks like it's failing on us and definitely bypassing some oil up there.
And we got us a leak.
Yep, so we'll look into that. Dude, this thing's pretty clean. Like these bars right here, you don't really see these a lot. Little torque bars that tie in your motor mount to your lower transmission bell housing cover thing. I actually haven't seen those on any other Chevy I've really worked on. Those are usually the first things that go. But yeah, you can definitely tell that they've had some issues with the headers. They keep trying to wrap them. I don't know what that's really gonna do, but I believe, yeah, it was this side. I kind of did a little in-spot patch repair. So kind of threw a piece over and then welded it up, ground it down a little bit, tried to get some clearance there. Look at that exhaust fitment right there, dude.
That's beautiful welding right there.
Sweet. Yeah, you can tell this thing is just like, so that's where our exhaust leak's coming from.
You think so?
You can tell our,
You think
I
so?
guess either on the trail, no, it wasn't on the trailer, it was on the drive from Yuma to here. Going up one of the hills, all of a sudden it just, you can literally sound it. That bolt gave out and it just punched out that.
Okay.
But luckily it's not too bad because this has a male, like the header has like a male portion that actually goes into this collector right here. And then you have that flange seal right there. It's not the best way to do it, but it works. Luckily that one bolt stayed there or else our exhaust would have just been hanging because we've got a cut hanger here.
Oh, good.
So, and then we've got one hanger here. So besides the 3 bolts up there holding on the exhaust, that's our
one hanger.
That's one hanger on the whole thing.
All right.
Until one of them already gave out.
Oh,
so
you actually.
I was being serious. Yeah, I was being serious.
All right.
So, I mean, hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do to get home, you know?
I hear you.
So, it's only a matter of time before that one's gonna give out. I mean, you can see that, look at that gum weld job right there. I apologize if, you know, the person.
Look at that.
I apologize
They left the extra wire.
if the person that did this is watching, but like, hey man, it's my truck now. So yeah, that's kind of rough. That's even for my standard, that needs to get fixed. Like things like that, I don't feel comfortable her driving. Last thing I need is somebody trying to wave her down saying, hey, your exhaust is behind you, you know? I've had that happen to me once, not fun. But yeah, dual tanks, dude, there's not really rust in this thing. Like, common place is right here. That's honestly not too bad. And this is the side with rust on the outside. So that's not too bad right there. As you can see right there. And then this is the side I replaced already. You can see, if you come from this angle, you can see the body panel. You see it? You can tell it's a replaced panel. That's the part I did. Not too bad work, dude. Point out my welds. Point out my welds. You can't find them. Did it clean. You know. Hey, don't touch too much. Right?
Oh, okay.
Like a transfer case where it mates to the adapter, the standoff right here. Looks like we've got a little leak there, so we'll note that. Figure out what we need to order for that. Rear main seal leakage? No, I think that's honestly all just coming from this right here.
All right, look at this. Look at this. So this is some random hardware Derek just found in the shop.
Found it in the shop when I was cleaning, honestly. I went right to that bin that I was throwing all the hardware in and found it all right there.
Are they lock nuts?
They're the flanged ones, so they've got those little serrated.
Yeah, good enough.
Yeah, I mean, I plan on replacing these headers, this whole exhaust.
It's better than the 17 stacked washers on this top one.
Dog, you like that? No wonder the other 2 fell out. I don't even think that's tight enough. Oh, jeez.
No, they ran out of threads.
I bet you ran out of threads. I mean, the fact that I can undo it by hand already confirms. Yeah, it's exactly what happened. It was all the way bottomed out. Yeah, you can see it where the nut was resting up against it. Yep. All right, get some tools, tighten that down.
That's a high end. What is it, Olympia?
Right. You know, I haven't. They are very affordable, but I haven't saved up the coin yet for the U.S. General Harbor Freight one yet. Actually, that's a lie. It's at my house. It's a baby changing station. Let's see if you were right. Well, that's a 13, so you're already wrong.
All right. Thinking like a 14, 15, you know? Yeah, maybe, did I say 12, 13?
You know, you might have sneezed when you said it, so.
Yeah, definitely meant 14, 15.
All right, dog, so what'd you say this is gonna be?
About a 14 or a 15 looks like.
Oh, 15's feeling a little loose, but 14 is.
Okay.
Oh, look at that.
It's just hard, you know, it's just random hardware. The standard for this year of Chevy is definitely a 14. You just never know.
I like this Icon comfort group right there, man. Right? That's kind of nice. Locked in there.
That is solid. Don't shake it too much, buddy.
Yeah, this whole...
Oh, that's pretty solid now.
But yeah, the whole thing's being suspended by the furthest 2 points.
Alrighty guys, so Dedic started pulling some stuff apart, and what do we find?
I think our make a gasket O-ring failed on us, and that's where our oil leak was coming from. Because this sensor seems pretty fresh and new, so I don't think it's anything wrong with the sensor. I have seen some of these where they start to leak from out on that fitting, but pretty sure there's our problem. So we're gonna throw some Teflon on her, pretty kind of high up on the threads, just to make sure we don't introduce none of that into the oil system. But we're gonna go ahead and get that cleaned out of there, and yeah, I started cleaning up a little bit just to inspect some stuff. I did notice a crack in the lower half, little cover down here. This arm is kind of for like torque management and stuff. You can kind of see the crack running from there all the way up there, kind of snapping off that little dog ear. So I'm sure if we loosened up that bolt, that would probably come off. So you know what that means, Ryan?
Leave it.
Oh, I was gonna say 5.3 and 4L80E swap, but okay.
Oh, I was just gonna say we just don't take that bolt off.
Okay, I mean that too, yeah. Until then, we don't take that bolt off. Yep, you always want to lay your Teflon in the direction you're threading so that it doesn't just unroll it as you thread it. So you're close. It scared me. It scared me. I messed up.
What did you do?
I didn't have my transition safety glasses from heatwavevisual.com. You know, with my code Dmaxryno 10, and I got some brake cleaner in my eye earlier. You heard me, you missed me yelling earlier.
I got mine on, we're good.
Yeah,
I'm not transitions though.
I'm glad you got them on.
I even got the removable side shields.
I left them in my truck. And
Safety
I was kind of
first.
sad about it. I'm kind of, honestly.
This is why I'm gonna take it back.
Feel very unsafe. No, I just need a nice, good, some type of storage here of my stuff that I can, you know, leave them
Pick
in.
a bin. How we looking, buddy? We good? No leaks?
Hooks back up. I mean, we won't know until we run it, but.
All right, fair enough.
You know, it's
Fire it up!
What do you think for exhaust, dude? I'm thinking like, I'll leave maybe 3 inches.
I was just gonna say 3s.
Yeah, but she doesn't want it too loud.
But it'll give it a nice rumble.
It would. It'd probably honestly be smart if we actually like, you know, you can call up like Black Widow, and they'll actually like, hey, what's your setup? Like, what kind of space you got? Oh, that vehicle, yeah, we did this and this setup on it. Sounds great.
Alrighty, truck is coming down. All right, truck is coming down. Think she's gonna run?
I hope so.
All right.
Plan on driving this back home, so if it don't, that's a problem.
We put in a lot of work on her today. We got some dents in the door here. We gotta massage those out later.
Don't look too hard, all right?
All right, all right.
Where are they at?
You
Oh,
see?
I see them, the little tiny ones.
Yeah, a little chink,
Yeah,
chink,
we'll
chink.
get those squared away.
All right, Dedic, fire it up! Sounds a lot better. She's still got a little something on this side.
There's stuff up there. Like I said, needs a set of headers, but we'll worry about that when we pull this motor out.
All right, buddy, let's see it burn out. It's the good old days. I don't know if it'll do it, he says. Alrighty, we're gonna take this on a little test drive. We're gonna go hit up the Dickie store because Dedic, oh jeez.
Oh, my bad, did I hit you? My bad.
Dedic is dying for a, you know, our homie Matt hooked Dedic up with some shop shirts.
Matt, if you see this, thank you. I wear this thing all the time.
He does, so he wants us to get a couple more and then maybe throw a little work for it on him.
Yeah, a little work for it exclusive, you know?
I'm not used to climbing this stuff with paints, man. I hate wearing paints.
Your butt cheek all over my seat.
Yeah.
You know, for somebody who's scared to sit on used things, you seem to put your butt cheek on a lot of used things.
This is a gross seat. Does that fit a can of soda pop? Look at
does,
that. Dude, look at a sweet work for it key tag though. Dedic, where can they get one of those?
Workforapparel.com.
There you go, look at that. Boom, boom, boom. All right, square one starts it?
There you go.
Square one starts it.
One pump.
One pump.
There you go. At least that covers up your butt cheek.
That's my butt cheek out.
Yeah, it always is. What do you mean is it out?
I don't know how to wear pants, bro. Don't put that. We charge $3.99 a month for that.
That's for the premium account?
What's D in the square and then
that's drive with overdrive.
Okay. Well, we
Yeah.
did that one. We're
Yeah,
going.
absolutely.
Yeah. All right. I feel like the seat angle's weird.
Yeah, a little bit.
I feel like it frumps you over a little bit.
Yeah. Well, you could probably. No, I don't know if you scoot this forward if that goes back anymore. All right, you can. There you go. Doesn't that feel more comfortable? Look, that guy just gave you a nod. He gave you another nod. He thinks you're nodding to him. Because he gave you one and then was like, he's still nodding.
Tough, is his throttle stuck?
No, you just gotta...
You gotta be a man about it, I guess?
Yeah.
Alright. We got brakes, right? We're good?
Brakes work.
Alright.
Not the best, but they work.
Yeah, good enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, what we got?
No idea. I don't think it works
We
anything.
got Bluetooth controls on
I
here?
don't think so.
Wired-ish?
Well, the head unit's stuck in demo mode, so I'm pretty sure the whoever wired it, like, wired them both to the trigger wire. So, like, I don't know. Like, there's not constant 12 volts all the time, so it resets every time you turn on the truck.
Oh, right here.
Oh, geez, you were...
Little Circle K?
Okay. What is that, 475? Oh, that's the best I've seen in a while, actually, around here. Too bad there's one pump.
This is the worst gas station.
Damn, someone just stole your spot.
I'm stuck in the seatbelt. You got that? Fill her up for me, buddy. Something smells burning.
There's a little drip. I might be replacing that sensor.
Okay.
That might just be all the brake cleaner I sprayed.
Something's burning down there. It kind of smells like rubber, though.
Yeah, it does.
Might just be your tire.
Did you put the e-brake on? No?
No. Does this thing got asbestos?
All of it.
Okay. Does the gauge not do anything?
No, it goes up kinda. Like, quarter tank is like close to empty and then like half is like full.
Okay.
So you really don't know where you're at.
Can this thing go on the freeway? Okay.
Keep her around 55, 60. That's why the 55 on the gauge is, you know, that's your...
Oh, that's a sweet spot right there. Look at that.
It tells you.
Look at that. They have the 55 in a different color. They're like, yeah, we just put 85 just for funsies, but don't go past that gold 55.
That high, I'm terrified.
Yeah. Derek, we're cruising at 50 right now, buddy. This thing is she's a little loose, but
It's all right.
We're getting there. Not bad. Not
I felt
bad.
it before I replaced all the bushes in the front end.
Check it out, guys. Power windows, power door locks. All right. In this neighborhood, where when you see all the tents for the free cell phones, you close and lock the doors.
Yeah, I gotta adjust this track a little bit. Motor's good. I've already tested that out.
I'm stuck. Oh, I got unstuck. Alrighty, guys. So we made a pit stop over at the fabulous Harbor Freight. Quality tools, lowest prices, and you can get a full-time or part-time job here right now, starting at $20 an hour. Jeez. What does that stop? What does this stop?
How many months of allowance do I have to save up for one of these bad boys? I kind of like it.
What's the price on her? $119, not bad.
It's actually not bad.
$129, sorry.
$129, okay.
I mean, you can get the Bauer plug-in.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's
look
better.
At this, look at this monster.
That's better, but this is best. You know?
Fair.
You can actually tell it does look a lot cleaner.
So obviously, you know, I've been pushing Harbor Freight tools to you guys for a while since I've actually got my hands on the Hercules line, and this stuff's kind of next level. I think we're going to be upgrading, or swapping out a lot of my Milwaukee tools. We're going to start running a lot of Hercules stuff now that they have a very wide variety of tools, such as the cordless bandsaw, which is one of my favorite Milwaukee tools, and then you get the Hercules stand. You can put it in to basically convert it into a, I don't know what you would call that. Bandsaw, but
yeah, like kind of like a chop saw, but with a bandsaw.
There you go.
I swear, I've always said it. Milwaukee has like a shelf life on stuff. I kind of bought all my stuff together. My batteries and some of my tools are starting to go out together, and it's kind of annoying because it's like, I mean, if you spread it out, you're only replacing one thing here and there, but I'm kind of having to replace everything right now. It's pretty sturdy. It feels nice.
Look at my hand on her. Wow. Never held one this big.
Let me get the big boy out.
Is that the one we used at SEMA?
I have no idea. Yeah, I think so. With their torque busting technology.
That's the other one. They don't even have that one out. Somebody stole it.
Damn bastard. That's just this is the same thing with just a longer anvil. No, here it is.
189.
That's it. That's the one with the. Where's that one?
This one's got 1650 foot-pounds of torque.
It's actually not bad.
That could be free today for you, buddy.
Free? So I just like go?
So you wouldn't be the first. We're missing a lot right there. You wouldn't be the first. Derek, what are we leaving with?
I grabbed me a screwdriver set with a little holder. Honestly, I bought it more or less for the holder. All my tools and stuff are kind of at my garage, just kind of packed in. Haven't started that yet. I've kind of been needing these around the shop, so just figured I'd snag them real quick.
All right, guys, we got Mrs. Dedick here. Let's go break the news to her. He sold it to me.
He did not sell it to you.
$7 grand.
No, he didn't.
Cash money. He took it. It's mine.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You got this freaking sweet ride.
So I don't have a truck.
Weren't you on my side? We used to yell at him that he had too many junk vehicles.
Yeah, but this is mine.
Oh, you can have them.
This is mine.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we made it back in the shop, and since you know we have all this room to work, we got Dedic assembling our new Wheelie Bird auto feed trap thrower. You know, just the old Wheelie Bird 2.0. I know the 3.0 is out, but we figured we'll start with the 2.0. A lot of you guys really liked some of the slingshot content that we put on our members side of things. I think we were able to sneak it by and YouTube was okay with it. So if you guys have not joined the channel membership, feel free to. If you don't want to, no big deal. But I know some people freaked out that like there's a part that we charge for, but it's just to kind of allow us to post, you know, some slingshot content and all that without YouTube getting mad at us. But again, you don't have to sign up if you don't want to. It's just extra content on top of the stuff that we already put out. There's a lot of hardware, buddy.
Yeah, you know, making sure I'm putting it all in the right spots.
Okay, doing good, man.
Tricky part.
First time I've ever seen you read instructions, man. I'm happy to see this.
You know what, man? It's about time, you know? Everybody has to at some point.
Look at the focus, the determination, the tongue. Daddy, can I fire it up yet? I got my battery ready right here. Now, before anybody says that these are two 12-volt batteries, for some reason, Sergio has a bunch of these glued together, and but we're going to use them. I don't remember which one was charged now. I think it's the closer one to me. Oh, gee, the switch was on. Switch is on.
What if that lets go at me? Hold on.
I like how the one with the baby's like, do it. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Dad, put something on there now. We got like a hockey puck in here. What? Oh yeah. Oh, that poor back door has no idea what's about to hit it.
He's like...
Nah, just put it on the thing.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't want it. Like, what if it... Stand behind it.
Yeah, here, babe, stay behind me.
Derek, where's your safety glasses, guy? Nice! That was perfect!
This one's a little worn out. You think it'll have a better flight trajectory?
Okay, go ahead. Now we're trying some blue painter's tape. Oh, dang! Dang! I need that back, that's expensive. Where'd it go? Now we got a cutoff disc. Daddy, try to catch it.
No, absolutely not.
Jesus.
We're gonna do that again.
Oh my God. Got quite the trebuchet here, so we're gonna attack Sergio. We're gonna seize his shop over there. You ready? Mm-hmm. We're taking it over? Mm-hmm. All right. Where'd it go? Right there, buddy.
Did it even make it? Why is...
Oh, did that thing hit the door? Oh, the spring probably hit the fucking thing. Get that thing out of there. It's locked in on the spring.
Oh, jeez.
Today's lesson learned, guys. Don't try to attack people with your clay pigeon thrower. Bad things happen. We had set the battery underneath it because it kind of fit perfectly, but then it was totally caught on the mechanism of the spring. Everything's wedged in together. That's why this thing didn't go all the way. And yeah, the battery's still wedged in there. Now I'm nervous.
I feel safer with the fucking light piece of thing.
You think so?
Yeah.
Nice. Swap it out. Swap it out. I feel like that's a floater though. Well, they take off. They don't ride all the way back on the back of the thing. Oh shit! He's right there. He's right there.
It was on top of the shop still, right?
Yeah. How does he not notice?
Less elevation.
How does he not notice? Hurry up, hurry up.
Sergio!
Dedic had to put that wrench underneath to get a little lower. Alrighty guys, well we went over and checked on Sergio's. Everything's good over there. We didn't hit nothing. We're gonna bring this out to the ranch where it belongs. This is not meant for a warehouse. It's not a warehouse toy. But with that, we're gonna wrap up. If you guys have not subscribed already, please click the subscribe button now so you can follow the progress of Dedic's wife's K10 build and all the other shenanigans that we get up to. Don't forget to give this video a like, get a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out workforapparel.com because if there's anything you want in this life, you gotta be willing to work for it. You guys are the best. I'm out.
Damn. Yeah.